Hey friends, Coach Vanjie here. This workout is built for my friends who live in tight bodies. For those that have worked at a desk for a large portion of the day, maybe you're bent over children, maybe you're hunched over working on things, maybe you suffer from chronic headaches, migraines, things like that. This is a version of one of the workouts I've done recently with one of my favorite clients she struggles from regular headaches and migraines. And sometimes she shows up to our training sessions and she's like, I've got a wicked headache, but I know if I can move, it's going to help. So this is one of the workouts that I've done recently with her. So we're going to start by working those shoulders into a nice little circular motion. Today is very much about restorative movement to bring about restorative balance through our bodies and our brains. And it's about taking off tension through the upper body and the lower body to help, improve blood flow, to help things get moving. Go the opposite direction. So I'm going to have a timer on for a few things, mainly just to keep myself on track. But hopefully this pace will feel okay to you. If something feels particularly good, feel free to hit pause on the video and do it for a little bit longer. But they are going to be 45-second intervals. Take those arms open wide. Okay, 45-second intervals. And you'll have 15 seconds to kind of transition with me to the next movement. Good. From here, you're just going to start with a big hip opener. We will be going down onto the mat today, but if you struggle to be on your hands and knees, by all means get an extra towel or some padding underneath your knees, and that will help. Or if you need some assistance to get up and down off the ground, just have a hip pause, grab a chair close by, and use that to help you get up and down off the floor. Good. Pause. You're going to go the opposite direction, outside to inside. Now you might say, well, Vanjie, if I'm really tight through my neck and shoulders, why are we doing leg work? Tension travels through our whole body. Tight hamstrings, tight inner thighs can be a culprit for a lot of shoulder pain. So we actually target the whole body. Take those feet wide, side lunge. Okay, sit that bum back, bending one knee, and then you're going to come and you're going to reach, stretch. And the other side. Just warming up here. Good. There are going to be moments where I try not to talk during this video, because if you're dealing with like tension, headaches, migraines, you don't need to hear me ramble the whole time. So I will be a little bit quieter than normal, just to allow you to have some quiet to your day. Potentially put on some of your favorite soft music in the background if you like. Good. Plant here. You're going to take your feet about hip width apart, and you're just going to reach behind you. Okay, on the side, I'm just literally turning one arm forward, one arm back, and I'm alternating. Just opening through that spine, chest and shoulders. Good. Last two. And one. Good. Coming down onto the mat for some cat-cows. Okay, so we're going to be marching. We're going to have hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You're going to arch that back up and dip down. Go ahead. Turn the volume up a little bit. Good. I like to breathe away from the floor here. Helps relax the pelvic floor. Breathe in as you drop your belly. Exhale as you arch up. About 15 seconds. Good. Sit back, shake out your wrists. Okay, shake out those arms. Next, we're coming back in a tabletop, and we're going to just open. Feel free to widen your knees a little bit here. Okay. So again, we're going to open one way. Here we go. And then the other way. Your goal is to reach up towards the sky. Again, knees can be a little bit apart here. Toes can be flat. Breathe. Looking good. 10 seconds. Amazing. Pause there. Let's get off those hands. Coming down flat onto your back. Into a glute bridge. You're going to lay flat. Heels toward your bum. Palms flat on the floor. You're going to lift those hips up and down. Now, this can be known as like an accessory kind of physio strength building movement. But today we're targeting it as a hip opener to try and stretch out those hip flexors. If you've been sitting a lot at a desk, those get tight. And this is actually a great way to stretch them out. So I'm not worried about making this harder. Again, this is restorative movement, trying to get the blood flowing, the body warmer, muscles lengthened, stretched out, moved, and engaged. Just firing those hips up and down. Rest there. Arms go up over your head into a V. We're going to do some VWs on the floor. So arms extended over your head into a V position, pulling your elbows toward your rib cage. And breathe. Exhale as you come down. Exhale, bring the elbows down. Inhale, arms go up. From here, try to relax your glutes. Okay, let your core engage a little bit here. Ideally, your arms run as close to the floor as possible. Let gravity kind of weight them down. Feel free to close your eyes. Try to relax your forehead. Amazing. Shake out those wrists. Shake out those feet a little bit. We're going to flip over onto one side again. Cat-cows. Get ready. Arching that back up, dipping down. Ready? Here we go. Arch up, dip down. Breathe away from the floor. Inhale through your nose. And if this is feeling good for the last 30 seconds, you could take this to a downward dog, like a plank pike. You can pike back and flatten, or stick with it, just a cat-cow. It's just kind of a progression. You can pike up and flatten. Five seconds. Good. Sit back, shake out the wrists. We're going to do that tabletop rotation. Coming back here, open and close. But this time we're going to add a thread the needle. You're going to reach down, reach through. Okay, so you're going to reach up, reach through, return trip, switch arms. Reach up to the sky, reach through underneath, return the hand. Switch, reach up, reach through, return the hand. Keep going. We're getting a little shoulder stretch in here. Amazing. Get off those hands and shoulders. All right. Glute bridge. Coming back to that glute bridge. Heels toward your bum. Palms facing down. You're going to fire those hips up. Stretching through those hips and come back down. Think here, tighten your rear end as you lift and then relax it. Relax your forehead. Now, if that feels okay, bring your arms up over your chest. And as your hips come up, hands come up, And then as the hips come down, the hands come down to the sides into a T. So hands up, hips up, hands down, hips down. Like a little chest fly. Just kind of getting some activation gently through the arms. Good. Shake those ankles and wrists out a little bit here. Shake, shake. Ankles, wrists. All right, plant them. Arms up into a VW. Legs can be flat if you like. Arms up in a V. Pull down to a W. Now, you can stick with this VW, classic Vanjie Watson. Or if you'd like, take it to like a snow angel where you basically make a snow angel. You're going to bring your arms straight out to the sides, all the way around, and back over the top. If that feels good, go for it. If that doesn't, go back to the VW. The goal here is to move through the shoulders and let gravity assist us. Good. Breathe. Good. Shake it off. Shake it off. Amazing. Roll to your side. Let the blood drain for a moment. Slowly push yourself up. Let's toss in a little butterfly stretch here. Bottoms of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Gently lean forward. Good. Okay, we're going to come to standing for this next circuit. Okay, so take your time. Come on up. If you need a sip of water, grab it. Okay, we're going to do a bit of a warrior flow here. So taking your feet wide apart, you're going to take one toe and turn it. The arms are going to come out. We're going to drive into that front knee. And then we're going to peel back like a banana. Highly technical terms here, okay? All right, get ready. So feet wide, turn that one toe, arms out, drive into that front knee, okay? Straighten the leg, peel back. Now, if this bothers your shoulders and neck, come lower and just do it without. Okay, that is A-okay. Targeting inner thighs a little bit here. And last, by adding the arms, if you're able to, watching that that knee does not drive past your toe. If it is, widen your stance. Take it at your pace. Good. Amazing. Shake it off. Shake the wrists out. Move the forearms. All right, we're going to do that the other direction. So feet start wide. Turn that opposite toe. Shoulders down and back. Arms out, palms down. Here we go. Drive through that front knee. Straighten. Peel back like a banana. Again, highly technical terms. I don't know why no one consulted me when they were thinking up names for these yoga movements. To me, this is like surfer. Peel back banana. Work at your pace. Again, if it's bothering your neck and shoulders, just drop the arms to the hips. Still effective to get that stretch through the legs. Amazing. Okay, this one's a little tricky. Okay, option one, just gonna roll down and roll up. Kind of like a bow and bend. Okay, so we're bending. Join me. And then we're bowing up at the top. If that feels okay, you want to try a walkout. We're going to come here, walk our hands out to flat body, and come back. If that's not a good option for you, you're just going to do that bow and bend. Okay, so there's that bend over, and there's that bow at the top. Option to add that walkout, only if you feel comfortable. One feels better than the other, do more of it. Amazing. Back up to stand. Roll those shoulders down and back. King squats. Feet about shoulder width apart. Hands together. Unlock your knees. Stick your bum out. Then squat down like a giant frog. Okay, pushing your knees apart. You want to keep your feet flat here. Straighten the legs. Roll back up. Do that again. Okay, hinge. Squat. Straighten. Peel back up. Feet flat. So if you can't get that far, you're just going to hinge and squat to the point you can. No problem. Okay, you're going to feel this in your hamstrings, low back, glutes. Again, tension through there affects tension all the way up our spine and neck, shoulders, everything. Oh man, good. Roll it back up. All right, we're going to do a little kind of interesting version here. Okay, take your feet wide into a straddle. Okay, you're going to side lunge, reach up in the middle here. Side lunge, reach up in the middle. Side lunge, reach in the middle. Now if that's feeling good, this time when you side lunge, you're going to rotate. Plant the opposite hand, reach. Do the reach at the bottom instead. Side lunge, reach. Otherwise, stick with the reach in the middle. If that's better for you. You don't have to touch the floor, but it's an option. Big stretch to the inner thighs, where we carry a lot of tension. Good, one more. Amazing. Going back to that bow and bend, option to add the walkout, right? There's your bow at the top, arching, coming down, bending. Option to add the walkout. Here we go. Sometimes when we carry a lot of tension through our shoulders, the best thing to do is to make them work. Flush out that tension, get fresh blood flow to the area. Several of my clients who struggle with a lot of neck and shoulder pain, a large part of it's due to the fact that they need to strengthen their upper body and posture muscles, right? Breathe. One more. Amazing. Shake that off. Okay, king squat. Feet about shoulder width apart. Hands together. Shoulders down and back. Okay, here we go. We're going to hinge. We're going to squat. Can you get a little lower this time? Okay, and then we're going to peel back up. Okay, again, we're going to hinge. We're going to squat. Push those knees apart at the bottom. My arms are inside my knees. And peel back up. Good. Got it. One part particularly feels good, like a good stretch, then hold it there. Like I like to kind of like sit and kind of shimmy back and forth here at the bottom. Go for it. If that doesn't feel good though, don't do it. Good. Roll it up. Oh, nice. Okay, right here. Just gonna do a little step back lunge. Reach up. Okay. Step back lunge. Reach up. Go for it. Here we go. Okay, we're just opening through the hips, opening through the shoulders and lats a little bit here. Now, if that feels okay, this time when you reach up, tilt to the side a little bit. Reach up, tip across that front knee. Okay, step back, reach up, tip across that front knee. If you tip the other way, it's not a big deal. Tip one way, you'll just feel a little bit more imbalanced. Okay, you can feel that opening up those hips. Again, getting blood flow to the shoulders. Good. Good, shake it off. Grab some water if you need it. Whew. Okay, last one. We're taking this one down to the floor. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm going to adjust. All right, team. We're coming down onto the ground here for this last kind of set. Okay, we're going to start with a thoracic rotation. So we're going to lay flat on our back and we're going to put our arms out in a T. Okay, so flat on our back, arms out in a T. You're going to take both knees and drop them to one side. Take that top knee and I want you to anchor it right to the floor, right over. Contact. Now, at this point, depending on how tight you are, your arm might be floating up here in space. That's okay. Depending on your mobility, you might get closer to the floor. Now, keeping this knee down, you're now going to close the book, head relaxed, and then you're going to try and draw a big circle over the top. Coming back to that T position. You're going to close the book and all the way around. Do this with me, okay? We're going to do 6 of them. We're at 2. Close the book. This is usually where my clients are crying. 3. Depending on how tight they are. 4. This like works against everything that is sitting at a desk. 5. One more. Okay, hold this one open here. Hold it open, hold it open, hold it open. Couple deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, flipping over. You can just roll over. I'm going to just switch sides so that you can see what my legs are doing. Okay, you're going to start by lying flat. Arms out in T. Drop both knees to that opposite side. Anchor that knee to the floor. It's bent at about 90 degrees. Okay, again, the back arm might be floating in the air, and that's okay. Okay, we're going to close the book. Oh, I see this is in the way. You can close that book. Big circle over the top. Going for 6 of them. A little bit at your pace here. Close the book. Rainbow arm over the top. Big circle. The goal is to keep your thumb in contact with the floor. We may not be there. Usually people are tighter on one side than the other. I was tighter on the other side than this side. 4. Give me 2 more. 5. Last one here. Hold it open. Hold, 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 and breathe. Good. Rolling onto your back here. Option 1. Ponytails might have to be relocated. Bring your knees into your chest and just give a little rock and roll. Okay, if that feels okay and you want a little bit more, you can reach through, grab hold of your feet, and go to happy baby. So I'm kind of grabbing hold of my feet. You can kind of be inside or outside and just hold. A little bit rock left to right. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Try to relax your face. Good. You're going to anchor your heels, kind of, if you have a mat, anchor your heels about the width of your mat. Okay, and you're going to start to press your knees, just let your arms fall to the side. You're going to drop both knees to one side and then the other. So this is what we call a windshield wiper. Okay, dropping both knees kind of one side to the other. Okay, we're opening through the hips here. Again, tight hips, tight hamstrings are culprits all the way up to fat, headaches, and tension through our shoulders and neck. Good. Now you're going to pause on one side. See if you can push that kind of inner thigh downward as your back foot reaches for that back foot. You might not get it. This is what we call pretzel. So I'm reaching for my back foot. I'm pressing this back knee down, and I'm just going to drop my shoulders here. I'm going to think about making my neck long. You'll feel a big hip opener, possibly a quad stretch here, as well as you're just kind of thinking posture. Breathe. Gently switching sides. You're going to flip your knees to the other side. Again, you're going to try and grab this back foot as you press that inner thigh down. You'll feel very much like a pretzel. Shoulders down and back, and breathe. Relax your forehead. Amazing. All right, you're going to gently roll over onto your belly. All right, this one is called scorpion. A little bit tricky, so stay with me. Maybe that'll work. Arms out in a T. See how this. Okay. I'm going to put my legs a little bit together. I'm going to plant my right palm, bend my right knee. From there, I'm going to press through my palm until my foot comes over and contacts the floor. Then I'm going to rest my head on the floor. Okay, so again, let's do this together now. Arms out in a T. Okay, plant your right palm, bend your right knee. Press through your palm as you rotate. My opposite arm is out in a T position. I'm going to let my head rest. Some people feel this is a really dramatic stretch through the hip. Some feel it through the shoulder. A bit of a chest smusher. And breathe. Okay, gently come out of that one. Oh, that one's. Okay, reset your T position. Arms on a T, my feet are together. I'm going to plant my opposite arm, so left palm bends my elbow. I'm going to bend that left knee. Now I'm going to push. Push gently. Try to relax your head down. Your foot does not have to be planted. It can just be resting kind of on the edge of your foot. Deep breath in and out. Good. Gently come on out of that. You're going to sit back in a child's pose for me. Widen your knees a little bit. Arms out in front. Flex your hands here. Kind of open and close your hands. Then you're going to go up into a downward dog. So you're going to fire those hips up, pedal those heels a little bit here. Amazing. You're going to come on out of that. You're going to slowly come down to seated. So I reattach my microphone. Now, if we can sit cross-legged, go for it. Okay. You're going to roll those shoulders back. Ooh, they're crunchy. Crunchy, crunchy. All right, walk your fingertips out to the floor. See if you can even go to flat palm. Okay, sit tall. Let gravity just drop your shoulders down. You're going to drop your ear to one side. Come back to the middle. Other side. Back to the middle. Hands on your knees, chin down. Gentle rock left and right. Good. You're going to take your arms up. Okay. And you're going to just kind of drop them down. Bring them up. Drop them down. Loosen that off. Now from here, you're going to imagine you have something in your mouth. Okay. And you're just going to start to like, some people are like, release the bird. Some people think it is smoking. This is like a version of nerve flossing. And basically I'm going to cut my hand upward towards the ceiling, drop my shoulder, and I'm just going to start to, I kind of anchor my shoulder in place, and I'm just releasing, kind of as if I'm just like flicking water off of me. Okay, hopefully you feel a little bit of tension releasing through the shoulder and neck. Good, relax that down. Let's try the other side. Okay, so again, for you, it might be just like smoking. Release the bird, flick the water, whatever you want to visualize. Okay. I know that the nerves to the shoulder bundle kind of just chill out. Good. Relax that. Plant one hand, reach that palm up towards the ceiling, keeping your bum on the floor. On the other side. Good. Now you're going to come chin down, just gentle rock left and right. Looking straight ahead, you're going to take a deep breath in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in and out. Give yourself a pat on the back, friends. Well done. I hope that was helpful to you. Again, movement doesn't have to be brutal. Movement can be restorative and it can be helpful. So play that often, hit like, subscribe, share with other friends who deal with constant tension, headaches, migraines, whatever it might be. And I will see you next time. Bye.